Hello friends, it says that I'm live, but I never actually trust when it says that I'm live. So hello, this is an impromptu live reading today. It has a theme. This is actually kind of something new that I want to start with you guys. I forgot to lower the brightness on my camera, so you are going to get a little bit of glare in my glasses here. So thank you for your patience with that. I did a couple lives recently where I did mini readings for you guys, and I decided I wanted to do something different today and kind of see if we can make this a tradition going forth on my channel. This is a weekly Tarotscope. So since I have moved away from attaching my readings to zodiac signs, I did want to go ahead and give you guys an opportunity to tune into a specific energy for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and north node signs. So definitely understand that they're all collective messages, but the way that I've just kind of been channeling messages about zodiac signs is to be very, very flexible. If you guys just kind of feel like you're in a Scorpio sort of mood, doesn't matter if you have it anywhere in your chart, go ahead and tune into that reading, okay? So what I'm going to do for you guys today, I am going to start off with a prayer, a different one than I usually do on camera. That's just something that I'm feeling very guided to do. I am going to pull a weekly crystal recommendation for the collective, and then I'm going to start with Gemini because we're currently in the sun sign of Gemini. And I'm going to go through the entire zodiac and pull a couple cards for you guys. We're going to do one from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms. This is my archetype deck. And so that is just kind of going to, if I can get the words out, kind of going to help you guys understand the energies that you might be confronted with this week. We're going to clarify with the Revelations Tarot by Zach Wong, and then I'm going to end each of those readings with just a little pick-me-up from the Self-Care Oracle. So thank you guys so much for being here today. If you're tuning in later, there are timestamps below. And then also, if you want to follow along with the live chat, we don't have anybody in the room with me right now, but that is always kind of a fun way to be a part of the live even after the time has passed. So hello, I see we have somebody join us today. Let's go ahead and get into this. Hi, Vanessa. I'm doing weekly Tarotscopes for all of my signs. So no mini readings today, but I'm so glad that you are here. This is going to be for June 13th through 19th, but like I always say with all my readings, time is very, very fluid. My readings are timeless. Just kind of let them get to you at the time that they're meant to get to you. But I do think that, especially coming out of an eclipse portal, there are some really specific energies that are at play right now, and that is worth discussing. So the one major transit that I want to talk about that's happening this week is that we have Saturn in Aquarius squaring up against Uranus in Taurus. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, darling. Squaring up against Uranus in Taurus on Monday, June 14th. Now, those are both fixed signs, and they're both very strong energies. And so how we're likely to experience this is by with the Saturn. Actually, it's really interesting because Saturn's in the sign that's ruled by Uranus. So the stronger energy is going to be the energy of revolution. All right. Saturn is a planet that has to do with what is well established. Okay. And Uranus wants to break free from that. And so it's very likely that each of us are going to be feeling, probably already in this energy, some sort of tug of war between that which is well established in our life. It feels secure. It feels grounded. It feels like, I mean, it's been there for a long time, so why not, right? Versus an energy of, I need something different. I want to break free from this. I don't want this particular energy anymore. So, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a push and a pull. And what else? Oh, they're both at the 13th degree. That's significant because the number 13 represents death, rebirth, transformation. All right. So eclipse portals, which we just got through, are really, really good at shaking things free from our life. All right. So anything that is not serving our highest good, this eclipse portal has tried to illuminate that to you internally and externally, to show you that there are just certain things that are holding you back right now, and you've got to let them go. So whatever it is that the universe has been trying to pry from your grasp over the last several weeks, it's definitely a good time to let it go, because otherwise what happens is it decides to come in and just kind of knock that out of your hand. So real quick, you guys, we do have windows open and really noisy birds. So those of you who are in the room, if the birds are a distraction, let me know and I can go close those windows. Another thing, hi Maria. Maria, I gotta send you that email. I'm so sorry, I did not forget. I just started channeling this and it needed to come through. So I'm gonna get you your email sent this afternoon. Just another heads up, you guys, we've had good. I'm glad that the birds are welcome. There's just been a lot of rain and thunderstorms, and can you hear it? Oh my gosh. I love thunderstorms, but electricity has been on and off about 10 times in the last couple days. My phone will continue recording. And it's like, I think it's about 90%. So we should not worry about running out of battery before we get through this. But if the lighting goes off, I'm just gonna have to continue as is. So the prayer that I promised you guys, all right, at this time, I am going to call in some archangels. So I'm calling in Archangel Michael, guardian of the Tower of the South and the element of fire. The element of fire is at our command. I'm calling in the Archangel Uriel, guardian of the Tower of the North and the element of air. The element of air is at our command. Calling in Archangel Raphael, guardian of the Tower of the East, and the element of air. The element of air is at our command. And then I'm calling in Archangel Gabriel, guardian of the Tower of the West, and the element of water. The element of water is at our command. I am also at this time calling in Archangel Metatron, all of our past and future selves. The element of time is at our command. And finally, I'm calling in Archangel Sandalphon to help us ground these energies into the earth plane. The element of the here and now is at our command. So now that we've gotten our little incantation in, let's pull a weekly crystal recommendation for the collective. This is from my Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals. So thank you guys so much for being here. There's a lot of energy that wants to come out. This is exactly what I'm talking about, you guys. There's so much resistance in the air. That's what Saturn is representing. Saturn in a fixed sign is about wanting to hold really, really tight to what is known. Okay? But there's also this very almost like desperate energy to move in a new direction. So let's see, we've got 2 cards. I love them, you guys. Okay. Labradorite, okay? Labradorite is this really beautiful iridescent crystal. I actually have a sample, but it's not on me right now. And it's very heart-centered energy, but the iridescence of it is really about connecting with the divine. All right, so it's King of Cups energy, which is mastery of the psychic realms. So if you guys are feeling like you're not sure what to do with this really rigid energy that we find ourselves in, tune into your higher powers, tune into your guides, say your prayers, however it is that you connect to the divine, make sure that you're doing that this week. Also, they're letting me know, don't forget, if you're not sure where to find the divine, it's in nature, okay? Connecting with bodies of water, with animals, with plants, getting your feet into the dirt or the sand, anywhere that it's possible, is something that's going to be really, really important to help you feel grounded throughout the course of this week, all right? The second one we've got is Tiger Iron, and this is the 3 of Wands. I don't typically do this, but I really do want to look at the book to see what the message is with Tiger Iron, so I'm gonna do that before I move on. This is the 3 of Wands. Tiger Iron, I love this. Balances the base or the root and the solar plexus chakras. Vital energy and creative expression merge. This stone strengthens vital energy, connection to the earth, and creativity. It makes more conscious feelings and provides the motivation for revealing them too. All right, so Creativity, strength, good prospects, spirit of enterprise, new beginnings, and negotiations. So I feel like that negotiation is definitely focused on, it's like your old self and the self that wants to be born right now are like negotiating what it is that you're willing to let go of. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the wisdom of the hidden realms. This is an archetype for Gemini. So, 1111 Gemini. There's your energy. That's also twin flame energy, you guys. So let's see what kind of energy is coming out right now. What kind of archetype? Thank you, divine spirits of love and light. Archetypal energy. I'm going to take both because one is representing the Saturn energy and the other is representing the Uranus energy, okay? So the Saturn energy that you guys are dealing with is the prison wave, okay? This is number 31, which is the opposite of 13, all right? These are the forces that are pulling you backwards. This is self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. Don't forget, you guys, being grounded, being rooted is very, very important. And part of the reason why that's so important is because the base chakra, the root chakra, is where our sense of security comes from. Our sense of having enough, that our basic needs are being met, all right? So look around your environment. If you're a Gemini and you're feeling this tug of war, look around your environment and ask yourself, hey, this thing has been in my life for a really long time. Is it essential to my basic needs being met, or is there some other way that we can deal with that? All right, because poverty consciousness, that is a very Saturnine energy. It's very limiting and restricting. Honestly, it's karmic. Okay, we're not born into this world with poverty consciousness. We learn it. It gets planted into our subconscious minds, and then it can take a really long time to kind of overcome that. So that's something that you're going to have to do in order to move forward with any new enterprises at this time. The Uranus energy, this is gorgeous, is the Queen of the Light, illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. This is the part of you that wants to break free. Look how very dark that is. But there's some light shining in, okay? What this is saying is you have the ability to channel that light. Because she's got both hands active right now, that makes me feel like you can both give and receive light at this time. Receiving the light, we go back to Labradorite, connecting with spirit, connecting with the divine, all right? And pulling the love light that exists in the ether, pulling the quantum potential that exists in the ether in through your left hand and using it to manifest by allowing it to flow out of your right hand, all right? So the left hand is about receiving, the right hand is about giving, all right? And if you guys are ever confused on that, they're making me feel this thing where she's pulling in the love light, which is just the energy of the divine, in through this hand, allowing it to touch her heart chakra, to move down to the root chakra, up to the crown chakra, and then back out through the heart chakra, back out through the right hand. Okay, so that is sort of a liquid light exercise that you guys can participate in if you're trying to turn around the energy that you are stuck in at this time. So I'm going to get some cards out of the Revelations Tarot. I gave it a really good shuffle, and I got to tell you guys, during that shuffle, there were so many aces being shown to me in the splits. So, Page of Cups. Yes, yes, yes. I see what you're saying. Let me get a couple more out, and I'm going to talk about this energy. I love this particular Page of Cups because it creates an image that we can often relate to. There's the Three of Wands reversed and the Eight of Swords sideways. Yeah, this is just talking about freeing any restrictions that you have about what is possible in the future. Some of you guys, you have some seeds that have been planted and you're wanting to water them. Or like it's almost the feeling of like when you're sending out you send out an application for something and you're waiting to hear back. Maybe you're waiting to hear back about the job. Maybe you've had the interview and you're waiting to hear back about whether or not you got it. All right. Now, what this is saying is that you're not just completely disconnected from that event, from that process, that decision-making process that's going on out there. You can affect it by imagining positive possibilities. Imagine positive outcomes, because see what you've got here is this very, very restricted energy. These two cards don't go together, you guys. They just really don't. They're opposite energies. The Three of Wands is about what is possible, what is coming in for us. And then the Eight of Swords is about the part of us that needs to get out. We need to allow ourselves to open up our eyes to the way in which some of our thought patterns are very, very limiting and restricting. So the power of positivity, positive visualization, maybe do some guided meditations, that's going to be really, really important for Geminis this week. Because what's happening here in this Page of Cups, see how it looks like she's diving down to the depths and then bringing that cup up into the light almost, right? It's almost like a very similar energy of pulling in the liquid light through the palm of your hand, allowing it to touch your heart, and then release it through the other palm. It's this process of going down deep. What are my fears? What are my limitations, restrictions? What are the things that I'm telling myself that are not possible about the future? And how can I turn this process around and focus on the things that I want to happen in the future? Okay? It's this really, really beautiful, really beautiful energy. It's a reminder of the power of our thoughts, okay? And how getting into stinking thinking, so to speak, is something that can really, really limit you from calling in what it is that you desire. It's like writing a letter to Santa. Dear Santa, I've been a very good girl. Here's what I want for Christmas. And then you send it off and sit at home and go over all of the bad things that you did last year. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. So self-love is coming up for you guys, all right? Care for your body. Self-love and self-acceptance are the ultimate acts of self-care. Excellent. Yes, and I'm going to fan myself right now with this card, actually, because it is so humid today, all right? So yeah, Vanessa just said she made a playlist with just like some really positive music, and so that's perfect. There's this quote from Rob Bresney of Free Will Astrology. He's like my favorite astrologer. I've been reading him probably since I was 16 years old. And he says, brainwash yourself before somebody nasty beats you to it. If you are looking at social media, at the news, at, other people who are trapped in their own negative mindsets, it's going to be really, really easy for that to rub off on you. So what you guys have to do is surround yourself with positivity. Fake it until you make it kind of energy, if that's what you need to do, all right? Because it's almost like this is the swamp that you've got to cross, okay? You've got to make it. This is your dreams, you guys. And they didn't just show up overnight. There's something that you have built over a long time. So bring that perspective in. While you're negotiating what it is that you need to let go of because it's been there for a really long time, remind yourself that your dreams have been being built for a really long time as well. And then this also, take care for your body is very important, because Geminis, I know it's my moon sign, we will really get up in our head about some things, all right? So make sure that you're taking care of your body, that you're treating it very, very well, and that you're allowing yourself to be in your body. Be in your body, and then I'm hearing be in the body of Mother Earth, all right? So connecting with nature is going to be very important for you guys at this time as well. So there's my reading for my Geminis, and at 20 minutes in, we're going to go into an energy for Cancer for June 13th through the 19th. Let's see what archetypal energy wants to come out for my Cancer. Cancer is my natal Venus sign, and Venus is in Cancer right now, so you guys can only imagine all the feelings that I've been going through. And here we go. Thank you for doing that, Spirit. It's about cycles, all right? It's about cycles. Sisters of the seasons, cycle of growth, natural law, divine order. Okay? Wow. This is a very powerful image coming in, all right? For some of you guys, this is a mirror energy. Some of you guys are the lady playing the flute, and it's regardless of gender, and some of you guys are these people, all right? This is the divine. This person, just the story that I'm getting, this person is tuning in, they're tapping in to their connection to the divine. And that is how they're playing such beautiful music right now, right? They're just feeling inspiration. They're channeling divine creativity, right? And then there's these other two friends that are like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do that. And if she could stop playing for a second, she'd be like, but you can. But you can. Gemini, no, Cancer. I'm sorry, we're in Cancer now, all right? So, for my Cancer collective, some of you guys, this is you. And the message to you is that, look, there are gonna be people that are not happy with you moving towards your own happiness. And the reason why is because they don't like the way in which it reflects upon them. That's their issue. That's their issue to work out. Let it be their issue, all right? But for some of you guys, you have to give yourself permission to do better, even if the people around you are not. For some of you guys, you're down here at the base of the tree and you're watching somebody else ascend, and Spirit is saying, stop comparing yourself to them and understand that you have just as much access to divinity within you, all right? You can play really, really beautiful flute music too by channeling your connection to the divine, all right? So going to the Revelations Tarot, we're going to get a little bit more of a message to get you guys through this week. But it's a really big message about, because Cancer's in Venus right now. Venus is all about our relationships, the people that we connect to, but also the type of relationships that we're placing value on at this point in our life, okay? If anything is getting in your way of succeeding, you got to understand, like, if it's meant for you, it'll come back around, all right? If it's meant for you, it'll come back around. But that's like, it's like running a relay race against your best friend and seeing that they're falling behind, and then you slow yourself down. Don't do that. Don't do that. Spirit's saying don't do that, please, okay? Run your race, because everybody is on their own timeline. That's too many cards, Spirit. I would just like one more to finish out this sequence. That's the same. Well, ooh, is it different? Yeah. All right. Well, all right. Okay, we got some rain falling out there. Wow, you guys. Okay, let's do this. All right. Wheel of Fortune came out for you guys, all right? Wheel of Fortune, which is saying, I mean, like talking about cycles of growth and sisters of the seasons. The seasons aren't going to stop for you. The flow of life isn't going to stop for you. Certain things fall away, certain things begin to grow and blossom, and Spirit's saying, look, you cannot stop that cycle of growth, okay? It's best for you to go with the flow rather than to try to fight against it. And part of the reason, I understand, part of the reason why you guys are afraid of where it's going, it's disconnection from the divine. That's the best way I can say it, because what we have is the star card reverse. This is a very heavenly ascended energy, and she looks like she is in HE double hockey sticks, okay? That's devil thinking. That's devil mentality. All right. Any fears, comparison to others, self-doubts, right? That's a little bit of what's going on with you guys right now. You can feel this urge to move forward, to leave something behind and step towards something else. But what's scary to you guys right now is you don't know exactly what you're heading towards. Okay. We got to go back to that root chakra energy that came up with the tiger iron as our weekly crystal recommendation, because it's poverty mindset, okay? Being afraid that where you're going, you're not going to have enough of what you need is actually blocking you from being able to attract what it is you need in the place that you're going to. All right? So be willing to work differently, to take the resources and the materials that you have at your disposal and use them differently than you have in the past. For some of you guys, that's exactly what this Wheel of Fortune is talking about at this time, because we got the Eight of Pentacles and it's reversed. Okay? Take the resources that you've always used to create and just learn to work with them differently. That is the key to making sure that wherever it is that the universe is taking you at this time, you're going to have absolutely everything that you need once you get there. All right. So let's go ahead and get a little pep talk from the, okay, I'll take them. Oh, I love it, from the self-care cards. And you guys, remember how I said she's playing her awesome flute? And it's because she's, how do I say this? We are the divine. When we forget that, you feel like you're somebody down here like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could play the flute that good. But when you remember that we are the divine embodied on earth, that's when you can play any instrument that you put your mind to, of course. And that's a metaphor for creative expression of self. Okay? How do you express yourself in the world? What is it that you want to create? And how does it reflect your own inner divinity? Because I'm going to tell you the truth. If I'm the divine and you're the divine, why are there so many of us? Because there are that many aspects of the divine. We are each our own unique manifestation of the divine. This star card upright is a recognition of our own unique divinity. When it is inverted, what that's saying to me is that we're forgetting that each of us is a unique manifestation of divinity on the earth plane. So understand that you are being supported. Tap into your angel in the clouds. Tap into your spirit guides, right? Whoever this is up here. All you got to do is ask. Offer your support to someone experiencing the joy of serving others. For some of you guys, that is exactly what you're being called to do at this time. They're like, don't stop playing the flute, because there are other people looking at you who need to see that it's possible. Okay? They need to see the beautiful, unique gifts that you have to bring to the world, because it's going to trigger in somebody else a reminder of their own divinity. So magnificence. Own your magnificence. The world, I just said that. The world needs your brilliance and grace. Okay? You see how she's kind of, this energy is so much more in alignment with this energy. What the star looks like when it is upright. Okay? I really love that. That might be a cover photo. All right. So own your own magnificence and offer it to the world. The world really needs it at this time. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right. Let me kind of get my decks reset. Thank you guys for being here. Feel free to say hello. I'm doing a weekly Tarotscope. And up next, ooh, are you coming out? Well, we'll talk to you in a second. It's not your turn. Up next is Leo, and I'm going to go ahead and timestamp Leo at 2919. And let's go ahead and get an archetype card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Leo, yes, absolutely. Leo is my North Node. So I've really been trying to embody my own inner lion as much as possible lately. Okay, Leo in the house. Also, I don't know if you guys know this about me, my kid's a Leo and I love him to death. So Leo Taurus is a really good mother-son or like parent-child dynamic to have. So I've been very blessed in that regard. Leo, Leo, it's all about, Leo, I feel it. Why do I feel it? It's all about balance for you guys, okay? All about balance for you guys, all right? The keeper of the scales. It's very much like the Justice card in the tarot, but there's also this angelic energy behind it. that reminds me of like the Temperance card as well. To calm down and drop the intensity. And that can be hard as a Leo, all right? But also, okay, don't be mad at me. For some reason, and I think it's just because like right now in my YouTube, like suggested, I keep getting these videos about the Kardashians. I apparently there's a lot going on with the Kardashians these days, and YouTube just wants me to know about them. But she kind of looks like a Kardashian from a distance, right? And what that represents to me, I don't know which one of them is a Leo, but if there's not a particular like Kardashian sister that's a Leo, the entire family, Kylie's a Leo. Okay, so the entire family represents very Leonine energy, meaning they're not afraid to be in the spotlight, right? But this one's sitting down, okay? So in some way, Spirit's trying to say, hey, you don't need to be the center of everybody's spotlight. Just make sure you're the center of your own, okay? Be willing to have a seat. I'm hearing take several seats if you need to right now. And just make sure that you're maintaining your own inner balance before you go busting out there into the world. I'm going to take it. Absolutely. All right. The Magician. You guys are doing amazing because this finding your center of balance is key to your manifestation power at this time. Okay? It's key. Balancing within you all of the elements as well, but also look at that dove, okay? Look at this dove. That definitely has a message. Okay, absolutely. So look, here's what it's about. Here's what it's about. You're an amazing manifester. You're in an energy right now, Leo, where you can set intentions and make things happen. But then once the intention is set, you just have to be at peace with the fact, maybe like just have a seat and let it come to you. All right? Let it come to you, because this is the Knight of Cups, but look how fiery it is. Very, very heart-centered, exceptionally heart-centered, which is what Leo is all about. All right? Okay? What this is saying is allow your fiery, passionate heart to become a receptacle at this time, to become a cup. All right? We have this beautiful starfish energy, which some of you guys might want to look at. Just the symbolism of what is a starfish. I looked it up last time I did a live and I've already forgotten it. Okay? Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you guys have to be able to shift from the intention setting, the masculine, the aggressive, like, rah, this is what I want out of the world, into the now I'm ready to receive it. All right? So set your intention. If you guys set intentions during the new moon. Hi, Sandy. I'm so glad you're here. If you guys set intentions during the new moon, now just sit back and maintain balance, because that's what's going to allow it to come in. This Six of Pentacles to me right now is about not doing too much. All right? Don't do too much. Once you have spoken, once you have established what it is that you're ready to bring in to create, give the universe a chance to bring it in. All right? Make sure that you're clearing out any blockages that you guys might have, especially around your heart chakra. You have to detach your manifestation from your sense of self, which can be hard for a Leo to do. Meaning, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, don't attach your identity to it. Say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to be who and what I am, regardless of whether or not, regardless of how this comes in. It's not about whether or not your manifestation will arrive. It's what shape is it going to be in when it gets there. All right? I love how you guys say hey to each other. I just love that. I have pretty much the most awesome collective. So thank you guys all for being here. All right, little pep talk for my Leos from the self-care cards. What is needed at this time? Ooh, I like that. We have two. Oh, tenderness. Yeah, this tenderness. Speak gently to yourself. That's the part I want to focus on. It does say cherish the child within. And my theory of the chakras is that each chakra houses a different version of self. And the heart chakra, which Leo is very heart-centered, is the inner child. That's where the inner child hangs out. Okay? Be tender to your inner child at this time. Cherish the child within, but speak gently. Speak, how do I say this? Don't be mad at yourself. Don't take it personally if your manifestation is not happening right away. Okay? Understand that things take time. Like if you go to a really fancy steak restaurant and you're like, oh, I'll have the filet mignon, and they bring it out 3 minutes later, you do not want that steak. How long has it been sitting there in the kitchen? Gross, right? So you guys have set your sights high. You're bringing in something. I think there's a lizard in here. There's almost always a lizard in here. You're bringing something really magnificent and really majestic, but you can't sit there. I saw this thing on Facebook the other day, or maybe Instagram. This is, look, you don't plant a seed and then dig it up every 3 minutes to see how it's doing. Got to let it grow. Go ahead and sit down, find your inner peace, and do something just for fun. Because when you're in that flow state is when you can really, really bring things in. But also look at these beautiful little kitty cats. And I mean, that's a Leo, right? Sitting around in her house, chilling with her cats, wearing this big, like, Miss Universe from 1983 kind of dress, right? I love it. I love it very, very much. Okay? Allow it to come to you. Enjoy yourself. Be tender to yourself. Don't beat yourself up just because the manifestation has not yet manifested. Give the universe some time to balance things out and make it right. That is what is wanting to come in for you guys at this time, my beautiful Leos. Let's go ahead and move on to Virgo at 3752. We are going to see what kind of archetypal energy you guys are going to be dealing with this week of June 13th through the 19th. Oh, you guys, and then the 20th, am I right that the 20th is the solstice? So this is the last week that I will be running my special on for 20% off all readings, and the coupon code is springtime. If you guys want to subscribe to a monthly reading, you can get 20% off the first one, and then like consecutive, like succeeding readings, later readings will be billed at full price, but not full price. It's the monthly subscription price. So, okay. Virgos. Look at me slipping into business mindset right when we get to Virgo, okay? I am Virgo dominant. And the 20th, you guys, is also my rebirth day. So that is the literal anniversary of the day that I had my you could say it's a near-death experience only because I'm here today, but I do remember leaving and coming back. So it's my rebirth day. Now look, Virgos, my lovelies, this Horse King came out, and it came out reversed. Okay? This is somebody who's very much in control of the situation. Sometimes almost too much so, because he looks kind of like, I don't know, Ivan the Terrible or something like that, some sort of Tsar of Russia. And it came out reversed. When he's upright, usually my advice is like loosen your grip a little bit. It didn't come out upright. I meant to say it came out reversed. I need a drink of water. Okay, so it came out reversed, which is saying this horse is going to get away from you if you don't tighten your grip on the reins. For some of you guys, it is the opposite energy, that you might be holding on to something too tight, right? Whatever it is that the Saturn energy is trying to whatever the Saturn energy is representing this week, the long-standing thing that it's difficult to let go of because it's just always been around, allow yourself to loosen your grip on that. Because like the vibe that I get is the universe is trying to take it away from you, and you're like, no, I really don't want to let this go. Meanwhile, there's something new coming in for you. And if you're too focused on holding on to this thing from the past, then you're not able to guide whatever new thing is coming in for you in the way that is going to make the best use of it. I'm going to get this drink of water. All right, so there's something really new coming. There's something amazing coming in for you, Virgos. And it's almost like you need to guide it into the port. Okay? You need to guide it into the port. That's the image that they're showing me here. Okay? Because it's going to show up anyways, but don't let it like crash into the shore. Okay? Be willing to accept whatever is coming in for you that's new. All right, divine spirits and love and light. They want me to shuffle 2 more times for Virgo. And this is the Revelations Tarot, so let's get some more information on what's coming up for this week of June 13th through 19th for my Virgo collective. Ooh, I love it. I love her. I love you. That's you, the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo. Queen of Pentacles, this is you in receptive mode, ready to receive whatever blessing this is that is coming towards you at this time. Look at all these green, burdened energy. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You have to be ready to receive this though. Okay? You've got to be ready to receive it. And don't be afraid of whatever it is that's phasing itself out at this time. All right? Because this judgment call, oh my gosh. Judgment with the 9 of Wands is about being ready to meet the call when you hear it. The universe is blowing some trumpets, saying, hey, Virgo, we need you. Where are you, Virgo? And if you're holding on too tight to the things that are trying to phase themselves out in your life right now, then you're not in the state of preparedness that you need to be in order to answer this call. The 9 of Wands it's a very tricky energy because a lot of times the 9 of Wands comes up and people are like, oh, it's wounded warrior energy, poor little Virgo, who hurt you? But that's not it. It's actually about preparedness. I'm going to get nosy and pull one more. That's like 8. Can I get just one more? What's coming in for Virgo? I'm excited, but also curious because, you know, we've got 3 planets in Virgo. Spirit, can we get a hint? Any sort of spoilers? Anything at all? What's coming in for Virgo? It's the Knight of Cups. And then discernment. Your discernment. Oh my gosh. You guys, this message is coming in so clear. This Knight of Cups, for some of you guys, it's psychic. It's intuitive. Okay? For some of you, this is actually a journey that you will be invited upon in dream state. Okay? And making sure that you're prepared for that means having your discernment. Means like, how do I say it? Listening for the call. Listening for the opportunity. And when the opportunity comes, you're like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is me. For some of you guys, it's not that esoteric. For some of you guys, this could be some sort of offer of friendship or emotion, okay? But Knights are on a mission. This is somebody approaching you with something. And for some of you guys, it's straight up a spirit guide, trying to bring you a message, either through synchronicities or in your dream state. And you being ready for this means that you've got your sword sharpened. You've got your discernment ready. You know who you are. You know what you're worth. It's almost like if Archangel Michael dropped down into, like, you wake up in the middle of the night and there's Archangel Michael standing at the bottom of the foot of your bed. And he's like, hey, I got a mission for you. And you're like, but little old me? No. Stand in your self-worth. Release what no longer serves you. Be willing to be ready for whatever blessing is coming in for you at this time. Because you're going to want it. All right? You're going to want it. You're going to want to be prepared for it. But being prepared means you've got to know what is no longer serving you. And you've got to know what it is that you're worth. Okay? Virgos, I'm excited. So, like, come let me know in a week. Hi, Crystal. I'm so glad you're here. So let me get these decks just kind of cleared out. And then, oh, Virgo. Did I get... Hi, Kelsey. Virgo, I think I forgot to get you a self-care card. Yep. Opportunity. Release to your ties, you guys. Is she psychic or is she psychic? Release your ties to the past, because when you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Something amazing, some amazing opportunity is coming in for you guys this week, Virgo, and you've got to be ready to receive it. Okay? I love that. I love that. I love that. All right, so I just want to make sure I'm not letting the energies in my decks run together, like between the signs. So we're going to get a really good shuffle on this. And then we're going to move on. Let's do 47 even, all right? 47. Let's go into Libras. What is coming up this week, Divine Spirits, Love and Light? This week of June 13th through 19th for my Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I don't care if it's Uranus, okay? If you relate to Libra in some way, shape, or form, or if you guys are curious about any sort of romantic relationships, Libra's always a good sign to look at for that, okay? Libra is a cardinal sign, and so is Cancer. So Venus is currently in a cardinal sign, a fellow cardinal sign. So there may be new beginnings. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. It's like you guys are being guided. All right, let's let this come in. Well, I want to show you this first, the Diamond Dreamer, okay? Material wealth, true prosperity. Yes, awesome. You're not a Libra, by the way, but you're feeling some Libra energy right now, right? Something brought you here. This is material wealth and true prosperity. This is, I gotta tell you the truth, what this is. This is some sort of message coming in from Spirit. You see how you're just kind of sitting on this column, being a Libra, right? Being divine, being beautiful, doing your thing. It's very light and airy energy. And then something falls at your feet that catches your attention. But it's a feather. It's just like an idea. It's in a very, very airy status right now. It's an airy state. It's just a thought, okay? What you have the power to do this week, Libra, is to turn it into a physical, something physical and tangible in your life. Libras are a mystery. I have to tell you the truth. Libras, for me, the relation, because I'm a sun sign Taurus. I love it too. I feel like I got these off of Wish, like before lockdown, when you could still get things in like a couple weeks from Wish. And I feel like it's a smaller version than I've seen other people using. But what I was going to say about Libra is that its relationship to Taurus is one of an inconjunct. So it's like Libra energy is in our blind spot. We don't always understand. Like Libras are an actual mystery to me a lot of times. But let's see what on earth is coming towards these Libras. Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah. Yes. See, so there's a reason. There's an astrological reason why they are kind of mysterious to us. Queen of Cups reversed. What is she talking about, Spirit? Chariot, okay? That is the card that represents Cancer. And like I said before, that's where Venus is at. Wow. We're going to be like that, are we? Okay. Hanged Man energy is coming up on the bottom of the deck. And that's really, really important because it is about seeing something from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. Okay? Being able to release something. Because here's the thing, this Chariot is wanting to move forward. This is something, this whatever feather this is, Libra, whatever feather this is a sign. It's a synchronicity. It's something that's like, hey, it's me, Spirit, your future, your highest good, it's in this direction right here. And in order for you to actually find that, it's like, they're showing me that scene in E.T. where Elliot leaves the little Reese's Pieces, right? It's like Spirit's trying to give you these little signposts to go into a certain direction. And in order for you to like pick up whatever blessing it is that they're trying to bring in, you've got to be able to do that from a state of balance between reason and emotion, okay? All right? Because this Chariot moving forward on your path, it's like they're trying to highlight the path for you because there's something at the end of it, something on this path that Spirit is wanting to help you pick up to carry forth on your journey. All right? Use this Chariot. But on one side of it, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. And on the other side of it, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. You, Libra, have got to upright these two energies in order to be able, because the Chariot's pulled by two horses, right? You can't be over emotional about it, but you can't be overly rational about it either. Okay? And by the way, these queens, we'll see you in a minute, Sandy. These queens, it doesn't matter if you're masculine and you're watching this, this could be you as well. Because queens are about receptivity, right? Somebody comes and drops, like a Spirit drops a signpost on your path, and it's like, blessings this way. You have to be willing to receive that blessing. You have to be willing to believe in it. Okay? So, what they're letting me know is that it's a balance between don't close off your intuition, but also don't close off your logical, rational mind. Okay? Okay, so that's the advice for Libras. Let's get something from the self-care deck to help you out. Libra, Libra, Libra. Think big. Did I not tell you guys this? There are unseen forces ready to support your dreams. For some of you guys, that's exactly where these clues are going to come to you, is in your dreams. Okay? Think big. There are unseen forces ready. And this is what I'm talking about. Dropping feathers in your path. Somebody drops a feather in your path, you don't stop and turn around the other direction. That's a sign from Spirit that you're going the right way. Okay? They're showing me a great big neon sign. Like blessings this way, your highest, like whatever it is that you want, Libra, it's just right down this road. And you're just kind of like, I wonder what's in that direction. So, pay attention to your intuition, but also use your discernment, Libra. That is the guidance that is coming through. Okay. Shuffling up, just getting this energy all cleared out. Before we get to Scorpios. All right, they're happy. Oh, wow. Scorpio moon, Mars, Pluto, South Node. Because Mars and Pluto are both rulers of Scorpio. Wow. All right. So what kind of archetypal energy can we expect for Scorpios this week? The beads are talking to me. Okay? Do you see how there's beads? And for some reason, I just want to translate that as wisdom. Whoo! Speaking of number 13, okay, you guys remember at the very beginning I was talking about how both there is a square between Saturn and Uranus in the 13th degree of Aquarius and Taurus on the 14th. And look who you guys got. Scorpio, number 13. That's the death card, which in tarot is very much associated with Scorpio. Transformation, intuition, and patience. For some of you guys, this does have to do with a relationship, some sort of soulmate bond, because there's these two. I want to get one more. It came right out. There's these two, and then the word Lord, or the ward Lord, however you want to do it. Okay. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Scorpio ascendant in the building. Sandy's got some Scorpio too, but she went to take her dog out. All right. Communication, praise. All right. Let's talk about this. Because this is you waiting to receive some sort of information that's going to change the situation. Remember I said it has something to do with a partnership, some sort of soul connection, because you have two swans here. Okay, but one swan is up here and one swan is down here. There's some sort of, whoever this person is, they're in a different place. They're in a very different place, but they have some sort of communication that they need to share with you. Okay. Let's get, you know what, do I really? Let's do it. All right. So, Six of Pentacles and Justice card were on the bottom of that deck in the split, which means that confirms that it's time to get a new tarot deck out. And this is my Morgan Greer tarot. Okay. But we had a good run. We got 5 signs done with that deck, and we might come back to it. But we need some fresh energy. We need to turn the soil, so to speak. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Divine Spirits of Love and Light. Archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides. Let's find out a little bit more about what's coming in for Scorpio this week. They wanted me to show you that. 10 of Cups. This is information that can really transform a situation, Scorpio. And patience. You're being patient. Here we have the Hanged Man again. Okay, whoever this word lord is, they've been dealing with a lot. Wow. This is a lot. It's almost like the energy is, there's so much energy, they don't know how to channel it. So this could be somebody who really withdrew from you. Okay? Somebody you haven't heard from. Because look, this word lord looks like this hermit dude, right? Okay? For some of you guys, wow, what is this saying? There's so much. If you're waiting for see what I mean, you guys? Words cannot come out. Words cannot form. Okay? It's just too much going on. There's so much energy, too much energy. If you're waiting for communication, you might need to wait a little longer. Okay? Because the 10 of Wands and this World card are both about needing to close out a certain cycle. Okay? If you guys are waiting to hear back on something like a job, or if you have initiated communication, you're waiting for a response, okay? This is saying that whoever it is, or vice versa, okay? If somebody's waiting to hear from you information that could transform a situation, understand that this energy that you're sitting in, or that this person is sitting in right now, is not conducive for communication, okay? Because they can't see the truth. They're searching for their own truth. They don't know how to put the words together because it just hasn't, the message hasn't really hit them just yet. Okay? I don't know how else to say it. This is a really, really intense energy. So this is somebody who's really gone within to try to identify what is their truth before they can speak it. If this is somebody who's making a decision, they really want to take their time and make sure that they make the decision from a place of stability. And I'm really getting, what was that opportunity card that we saw? Was it for Virgos? That was like, we have to clear out the old to make room for the new. This is somebody who cannot, they can't do what they need to do. They can't even make the words because there's this old energy that needs to be cleared out of the way. Okay, so anybody who's waiting on a job offer or communication, like I said, for some of you guys, this could be within a soulmate pairing. It doesn't have to be romantic. This person just straight up, oh, you guys, stop it. Choose love. Let love become a powerful force for change, bringing it back full circle to this transformation. All right? Hi, Sandy. We're doing Scorpio right now. Let your love become a powerful force for change. You guys, I got to tell you the truth. The way that they're making me feel right now, if you're this Swan Queen, if you're waiting for the communication, lower your guard a little. Just go, like, play with some swans or something like that. Because energetically, there's this barrier that this person, it's like they're trying to write you a letter and they're imagining you looking over their shoulder the whole time. And it's just creating this pressure that needs to be released energetically, right? But for some of you guys, that's exactly what this message coming in is about. It has to do with love. Okay? And love is the purest energy in the entire freaking world. All right? But there's a lot of other stuff going on that is not love. And I'm not saying that it's on you, but there's a lot going on in this person. I feel like this person is in a vault. They're in a cell. And they want to write a love letter, and then here comes like the prison guards again. Okay? So have compassion for anybody who's got you on hold right now. Because right, energetically, that's just it. Energetically looking over somebody's shoulder, tapping their foot. I know exactly what you mean. Okay. I know exactly what you mean. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad we're vibing, because this is a very important message for any of us who's just kind of feeling really, really stuck right now in waiting for communication. All right, that was Scorpios. I forgot to timestamp my Scorpios. So let me get a good shuffle on, and then we'll draw for Sagittarius energy. (104:41). We're going to call that the timestamp for my Sagittarius reading, Sagittarius Tarotscope for June 13th through 19th. Let's see what kind of energy my Sagittarians are sitting in. I like this. The web weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Yo, this is manifesting something by taking a step back from it. By taking a step back and letting the, oh my God, it's almost like, okay, my hair just, my ring just got caught in my hair. Okay, let's do this, all right? Talking about the quantum field, okay? We're surrounded by energy that represents the potential of what we could create. Y'all with me there? Of course it's Sagittarius. It's going to be like really esoteric and philosophical. Let me get a sip of water. I am a Sagittarius rising with Jupiter in the 9th house, by the way. So this is my energy. This is very good energy. All right. There's a lot of things coming in right now. So we're surrounded by this quantum field, all the different potentialities, all the different things that we could potentially manifest. And whatever we shape our mind towards is what we are able to pull in. But it's like, who was I talking with my Leos? They're saying, don't be mad that your manifestation's not just like whooshing in. Give it time for the universe to weave this manifestation out of the fabric of this quantum field. That's what this web weaver is doing. This web weaver is like, you know what? I spoke my truth. I said what I need to say. I set my intention. I'm going to step back and let the universe weave it for me. Okay? I love that. I love it. She's also standing on a precipice. It's almost like this is a higher perspective. For some of you guys, you're calling in something from very far away. To give it shape and form, yes, absolutely. You know what? This Ace of Swords is just a yes. It's just a hallelujah from the back of the choir. Okay? Let's get a few shuffles. Look at this, Ace of Rods, and look what she's holding in her hand. It's like she's like, I said my abracadabra, now I'm going to stand back and let it come to me. That's really beautiful. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for Sagittarius this week? All right. Look at this. Because this is the energy that, like, I feel like this is the energy that we're moving away from in Sagittarius energy. Okay? Not really, like, manifestations not working out because you haven't provided room for them to come in, right? Okay? The Queen of Pentacles, okay, the Magician of course, the manifester, right? But here's the thing. The Magician is the intention setting, okay? So once you set your intention, you have to shift into Major Arcana number 2, the High Priestess, in order to be able to receive, okay? That's what this Queen of Pentacles is all about. Ready to receive. And if we're not in that mode of reception, it's not going to get to us, okay? So what I really feel is that this is the moment, where this realization comes in, okay? I feel like you've taken a step back. Why is my thing not manifesting? This is this energy. What is it that I need to remember or recall or realize about what I know to be true about manifestation? Why is this not working? And then, boom, the lightning strikes. And you're like, oh yeah, I remember the most important thing about manifestation is to allow it to come. Just allow it to come. Make room for some of you guys. This is something that just like last minute, you're like, oh, holy crap, I have to throw this out the window. This is something that I've been holding on to that is blocking. It's like she's got this pentacle. She's holding on so tight to this pentacle that she has no room to receive anything new. Like if somebody else came up and was like, hey, I got you another pentacle. She's like, sorry, this one's taking up both of my hands. Okay, so very similar to the Virgo energy, but I feel like the realization has been made. But you're just taking a step back and allowing it to come to you. Self-care card for Sagittarius for June 13th through 19th, please. But this is a powerful realization. It's a powerful, powerful, powerful realization that brings you clarity. Clearing. Clear the clutter. When in doubt, throw it out. This reminds me there's another card in this deck that says if it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no. That is how the Queen of Pentacles, I'm going to tell you what I'm channeling right now. Queen of Pentacles, reverse, which is how she came out. Queen of Pentacles is past Molly, who would outgrow a pair of jeans and be like, no, I'm not going to get rid of this pair of jeans. Someday I'll fit into them again. And then you know what? Maybe that day comes along where I fit into that pair of jeans and they're like 8 years old. They're not in style anymore. Why can't you just, Molly, why can't you just get rid of a pair of jeans? This is me talking to my past self, right? It's scarcity mindset that causes us to do that, okay? Scarcity mindset does that. So clearing away anything that is not for you. But also see how she's up on this precipice? She can see all the way out into the horizon. There's something about your perspective that's very heightened right now, Sagittarius. And it's a very, very beautiful energy. All right? And then, wait. You know that that's what you're supposed to be doing right now, because things are, in fact, they're showing me there is a card in the Starseed Oracle deck that says, wait, it's not time yet, things are being woven. So that's a really, really beautiful energy. I feel like I'm kind of preaching to the choir with that one, meaning the message is, if it's not already, if that realization hasn't already come through for you, Sagittarians, then that's what's coming through for you guys this week. Okay. I'm going to leave you there, all right? So something slipped out. I'm not going to look at it yet because it is for my Capricorns, all right? Let's go ahead, 1/12/38, and get into my Capricorn reading. What is an archetypal energy that we can discuss to help guide our Capricorns through this week? Thank you, Divine Spirits of love and light. Goat things. The sacred union. This is a portal. Okay, this is a sword. All right, let's talk about this. Hold on a second. All right. All right, I feel like, what the heck is that? Oh, he's taking off his hat. You guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to blind you. He's taking off his hat. All right, so you guys. In my image, in my mind, she's been standing waiting by this portal for a long time. She wants to step through it, but it's not just for her. It's like both of them have to step through this portal. All right? He's been on a mission because he's got all his like night gear on. Okay? This sword, when I talk about when swords appear to me, now I need to peek. Stop it. When swords appear to me in tarot, depending on how the sword is being held, they all represent thought, right? But at what stage in the thought process is the thought, okay? When a sword is touching the ground, a decision has been made. This person has been on a mission. They took their hat off. Okay, this person's been on a mission. They've been on a journey. They arrive at this place where this person has been waiting at this portal, and they take their hat off. But you know what hats do? They block our crown chakras. Okay? But I also want to say thinking cap for some reason. Look at this, you guys. Remember I told you this slid out. And I was like, that's for Capricorn, but I'm not going to show it yet. Look. Okay. This is finally seeing eye to eye with somebody. This is finally receiving. Do you see how she's holding her cup right here and he's extending his towards her? Now, masculine and feminine can be swapped, but that's what I see happening here. Somebody finally communicating something. If we're not energetically standing over their shoulder, tapping our foot. Okay? When people are in separation, especially if it's a soulmate energy, that can be such a feeling of like lack of control. Like, oh my God, I don't know how to affect this situation because it's completely out of my hands. But energetically, we do affect that situation. We do affect that situation. Judgment. Judgment. Receive this. Receive it with compassion. Whatever this person has been through on their journey, however long they've been gone, right? He's been through some things because he's wearing that armor, right? Receive it with compassion, all right? However it is that you want to respond, receive it with compassion. Because this judgment says to me it's quite likely that whatever words are spoken in this exchange calls up something old in you that you were in separation to heal in the first place. Okay? So let it be healed. Let it be healed. Okay? Who is the other sign that judgment came up for? Virgo, okay? These are just linking to each other now, all right? Whatever old thing you were holding on to, and this is kind of just a theme throughout a lot of the signs, whatever you've been working on healing, let it be healed. Let it be healed because it might come back up again during this conversation. And if it's not healed, you're not able to receive. You guys, it's about both people being wounded, okay? I feel like there was a split because both people were wounded and they're like, I have to go tend to my own wounds. And even if that wasn't a conscious thought process, that's what the universe is like. You go to your corner and heal your wounds, and you go to your corner of on this mission, whatever it is, to heal that. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and share this with you because they're wanting me to. What is it that I've been reading? The Golden Lake by Lisa Royal Holt. And it's like wisdom from the stars for living life on earth. And it's talking about how we come to identify with certain emotions. All right. And the way that we can move beyond that and we can partake in our own emotional healing is when somebody says something that triggers you, that hurts you. What you have to do is you go back to the first time somebody made you feel that way, because that's the wound that you're holding on to, right? It's almost like you were a kid, you got stabbed in the arm, and now like a fly lands on it and you're like, ouch, the fly didn't do that. You've got to heal the wound that was there before this person came along. Okay? And once that wound is healed, this person's not going to trigger it in the same way. Okay? That's powerful. But also, it's really interesting because you guys, I like took notes on deconstructing the belief systems that I have surrounding certain negative emotions. Well, the reason why I feel this way when somebody acts that way is because I was led to believe that it means this about myself. And you have to deconstruct that, right? I had this great conversation yesterday with a friend about how we identify with certain emotions. And we let that become our sense of self, when it's just our emotions or physical reactions to experiences. Okay? And they're there to teach us something about that experience. And once we've learned what we need to learn about it, then we can let that emotion go. We don't have to keep wearing it around. Wow, it's powerful, powerful stuff. Ooh, Also, I like that there's a lion and a lioness. Courage. Be courageous. Be courageous. That's coming through very strong. Be courageous. Because I feel since she's holding, and look, oh my God, see how she's got that side braid going on? That's her. That's her. All right? When hair is braided, what it means to me is that we're feeling restricted in some way, shape, or form. We're not always trying to show our true colors. All right? So what this is saying here, because you're really being asked to listen to whatever this night is bringing to you. Okay? Because I feel like Capricorn is the feminine, but you can switch it. Really listen and receive it. But then be willing to speak your truth in response. Okay? Take the leap. Your courage will see you through. For some of you, what they're really letting me know is that the courage that she needs is to put the knife down. put the dagger down. Put it down. Okay? And just have the courage to open your heart to this person. Because they've been on a long, crazy journey to be able to deliver this message to you. Okay, Capricorn, my goodness, that was powerful. All right, that was very, very powerful. And I'm here for it. Okay, shuffling up once or twice, and then we'll step into the reading for Aquarius. All I saw, because they disappeared, all I saw is this something about stabby stab. Let's just try to be a little less stabby, okay, Capricorn? Now, I laugh at that, but the truth of the matter is my natal rising sign is Sagittarius. I did the AstroCartography before I moved down to where I am right now, and I'm aware of the fact that I am now operating under a Capricorn ascendant. So I think it's definitely a message I got to not be so stabby too. All right. So in general, doesn't the entire world need to be a little less stabby? Okay. I went and I don't very often. I just don't watch the news. I don't keep up to date with the news because it's depressing and it's manipulated to be that way. But I did just kind of like do a little Google search, like, hey, what's going on? What are the news stories in the United States of America? And it's just like shooting. And it's like, can we all just be a little less stabby right now, please? All right. So 122:56 is the timestamp for my Aquarians. Aquarius. I'm going to get out of that stabby energy. I'm just going to take her off of she's just sitting there staring at me with that sword. Aquarius, the resting tree. This is a nice, peaceful place to be right now after all that talk about stabbiness and shootings. Peace and stillness. This is about being very, very grounded and very, very rooted. And the reason I tell you that is she's literally sleeping under the roots of this tree. Okay? But I feel like this water, they're making me think of scrying, which is a form of divination. Okay, looking into the water and, allowing, releasing what it is that you see and allowing the reflection to take shape of a message that Spirit wants to deliver to you at this time. Okay. But I also feel like there's something about these candles. Okay. Like it's making me feel like she did some candle magic, like wrote on the side, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, wrote on the side of these candles something that she needs to release and then lit the candles. And as the candles burn down, she is resting. And it's a 22, which means it might have to, why am I getting this? We'll do one more, I guess. It may have to do with a partnership. It may have to do with an old, just something that it's time to let go of. Is anything else trying to come out of this deck? It's not. Okay. The cosmos. Creativity and vastness. Look at this. I feel like it looks like he's got a straw and is like drinking up, like the moon is like drinking up whatever it is that this person is trying to release. The Hanged Man is about surrender, about letting things go. And about stillness. What else do we have for Aquarius at this time? Stillness. Patience. Because the High Priestess knows. She just knows things. There's Justice reversed and too much other stuff. Okay? Yeah, I get that, you guys. This is also, this person is protecting themselves from something. Okay? This person is protecting themselves from something unjust. High Priestess, withdrawing. Okay? Because there's something in the world that is unjust. It's out of balance. If you continue to participate in it, it's just going to keep you out of balance. So this person is withdrawn into this cave. They're doing their scrying. They're doing their candle magic. They're just trying to bring back their balance. But this is energetic protection. Okay? And I'm really called to the fact that he's blocking his heart chakra. Okay? This is very important. Somebody has something or somebody is really acting out of line. And it's in a way that is affecting this person's heart chakra. And they have a little clasp around right above their throat chakra. And I feel like they've tried to speak their truth. And there's no more doing that anymore. Now it's time. Now there's no more words to speak. Because look, she's got this cowl all up around her throat. And the High Priestess is typically silent. She's got the cowl up around her throat. There's no more negotiating. This is just withdraw, rest, get your energy back. There's no more negotiating with this situation, whatever it is. You tried your best, Aquarius. You did your best to make peace with this externally, and you can't, so you have to withdraw and make peace with it internally. Okay. You gotta let it go. Don't work. You can't work on it anymore. Any effort that you put into this, it's not achieving the desired outcome. It's time to let this go. Okay, but that's where your heart will be protected. Please understand, you're doing the exact right thing, Aquarius. That's the exact right thing to do. Protect your peace above all else. Okay? The only way to achieve your desired goal is to just let this go. Turn it over to Spirit, okay? Nature, is that not where she's chilling? Okay? Take a walk, let the beauty of nature feed your soul, all right? Connecting, you guys, I talk a lot about how we can take overwhelming emotions, or even if it's like too many thoughts, and ground it into the earth for transmutation, okay? Like if you bury something, it's going to be transformed. Literally underground. It's going to be transformed, okay? And turned into a new creation, all right? But also look at this, like this very reflective water. This is a time to go within and to reflect. Be around nature to ground yourself, okay? And let the beauty of nature feed your soul. This is one of those situations where it's like people are just too much sometimes. Go hang out with some animals or some trees, okay? Patience. Patience. your balance will come back. Your own inner balance, it will take some time. Okay? The message on the back is really not even relevant, so we're not talking about this. Okay? Now, this is the message. Whatever you've been through has caused you to have to block your heart chakra. And there's things out there in the world that you would love to engage in with a great big open heart chakra. But this requires some rebalancing. This requires some grounding, okay? Do your candle magic. Do your scrying. Chill with some trees. Aquarius, we're going to get you are going to get you back into the right energy, all right? And it might take a little bit of time, but freezing out whatever this situation is, don't give any more of your energy to it anymore, is the absolute right thing to do, all right? Take good care of yourself right now, Aquarius. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love you so much. Boundaries came out too. That's all you're doing. You're protecting your precious time and energy. And it's from that space that you can create what it is that you want to create. All right. Whoo. They want me to go back in this next reading for Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. We are going to go back to the Revelations Tarot. It's weird for me to read with the same deck, like for multiple readings, just because I think that, like, it's a channel. The deck is a channel for energy, and asking it to channel too many different energies at once, just kind of like it needs to air out. It exhausts it. All right. Wow, Pisces, darlings. Let's get to you. What is your weekly tarot scope for June 13th through 19th, or whenever you find this message? Pisces. I like this. Something is coming back to you in a different form, and you're going to love it, Pisces. You're going to love it. Okay? What they're making me feel with this rainbow, all right, is like, it's just like I was saying, when we put things into the earth for transmutation. Sometimes what happens is we just have to let something go, send it back to the void of creation, and allow it to be worked into something new, all right? But what they're showing me is almost like Pisces shone a white light, okay? And then it hit the prism, and it's coming back as a rainbow. Also, there's some energy healing. For some of you guys, this has something to do with energy healing, like Reiki and stuff like that. Because it's this rainbow flowing out of this hand. I don't want to, okay. But it's definitely an energy of reception, of receiving. Healing. There's been a lot of healing. Like I said, you had to move away from something. And the word on this is compensation. So I really do feel like something is, like you let go of something because it's not working for you, and then it returns in a different form that is working for you. Okay? But also it's this really beautiful, like, transformational energy. Let's see what's coming out for Pisces. That's too much. Yeah, because there's this realization that something that you were going through mentally was draining you. And when you release it, okay, let's talk about that. That's too much. You guys are being very discerning with what energy you're letting in at this time. And that's a good thing. Let me see what else comes out for Pisces. Yeah. Okay. The thing where it comes back to you could very well be a future energy. Because there's some sort of clarity that has come in for you guys about, like, the situation that you're being in, that you've been in for a long time. It's just stressing you out. It's just stressing you out. Okay? This clarity came in about that. There might have been, it might have been because it didn't have clarity. The situation that you're releasing is a situation that lacked clarity. And when Pisces does not have clarity about something, they're going to imagine 100 different scenarios to fill in the blanks. And that just stresses you out. And so sometimes you're just like, you know what? I have to let this go. I have to let this go. Okay? For some of you, you've had to communicate that with this Page of Pentacles. But and now look, this Two of Cups reversed doesn't have to be about another person. It can just be about a situation or a scenario that's not for you. It's not in alignment with you at this point in time. Okay? Because of faith, right? Like, oh, I'll just hold on to this for a while and I'm sure it'll turn out for the best. But it doesn't. Like, clarity doesn't come. And so what happens is it begins to fill your mind with all these possible scenarios, and none of them are real. So it calls you to connect back to, well, what is real? What is tangible? What can I say for sure about this situation? And what you're saying is, it's not for me. It's not for me. Not right now. I can't entertain this. Okay? And you're releasing it. And that allows spirit to return it to you in a different form. I want to get a really good shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, a message from the self-care deck from my Pisces. That's the best thing you guys could have done, absolutely, is released it. So there's too many what ifs, too many things up in the air. And so you had to stop and say, what do I know for sure? What do I know for sure? When in doubt, throw it out. Okay? When in doubt, throw it out. There is so much doubt coming in here. Mentally, because there was this lack of clarity. And then that was the clarity that you needed. This thing is not for you. Stop spending mental energy on it. Okay? And who was it? Was it Sagittarius that had this? Clearing. Go ahead and like be your higher perspective. Understand that you might not be able to make sense of all of it right now, but the fact that it doesn't make sense is a sign that it's not for you. Okay? These pages are going to blow away, and guess what, baby doll? If they're meant for you, they will come back. But that's the ultimate leap of faith. So you know what? I don't know. And I'm going to just turn it over to Spirit. Okay? One more, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to Aries, even though it's a little less time than I spent on my other signs. Guidance. Yeah, absolutely. Do you remember I said you're going to let it go and it can come back to you as something different? It's like she's letting these sheets of paper go and they become a computer. Something that's much more updated, much more useful. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. So have faith in Spirit. They want me to go back to this labradorite. Okay? Trust your connection with the divine. Trust that they're overseeing this whole process. I did do Cancer at 20 minutes. 20 minutes is the timestamp for Cancer. All right, because I started with Gemini since that is the sign that the sun is currently in. Okay, so we got 2 left. Somebody's already jumped out to talk to my Aries. I'm going to leave it face down. Aries. Woo, 139.39. Hey, I like synchronicities like that. Let's see what wants to come up for Aries for the week of June 13th through 19th. I did see the Phoenix. They want me to say that. The Eyes of Beauty. Okay, I need one more because you know I have feelings, Spirit, about that card. Okay. Ooh, divine guidance and higher knowing. All right, so positive expectations. That's what's very important, okay? Aries is tapping into some intuition, okay? Now, I just think this image, he's just looking a little creepy to me, okay? That's why whenever this comes out in like spirit, you know I have feelings about this card, okay? But what this is about is there's something that you're looking at, and you see how this veil is like, he's got this veil. There's something that is hidden from you at this time, but you're still maintaining a very positive attitude, positive expectations about it, okay? Because you have a higher knowing. Even if you can't see it with your eyes, you have a feeling that you know, like you're seeing beyond the veil, and there's this message coming in to maintain positive expectation. I see. Okay. You see how this person is looking? This is the Page of Pentacles that you just saw a minute ago. Okay. It came out reversed, and it's less about what a Page of Pentacles is. Except for in this meaning, in this reading, it means that there's something that's not tangible here. Okay? See how he's looking through this veil and then taking the veil off. Okay? There's something that has yet to be revealed to you, Aries, but you know what's on the other side of this. You know the thing that is not yet clear to you. You just have a higher sense. All right, let's see what else wants to come out for my Aries for this week. Ten of Wands, absolutely, you're not stressing. You're not stressing. You're not stressing. You're not stressing. There's some higher truth that you're aware of, Aries. You know it. You can feel it. And you haven't spoken it yet. It's almost like, okay, have you ever been in a situation, let's say it's at work, okay? And somebody has a really, really, really bad idea, but you can't talk them out of it. So you're like, all right, this is the role that I play. I sit back and I watch this thing fall apart. Because it's going to be a shock and a surprise to people who don't see it coming. You don't have to. What you know, you know. Even if you try to explain to these people why you know what you know, Aries, they're not going to get it. Okay? So step back and watch it shock some people. Knowing that you've known all along. And I think it's definitely, like I said, you have positive expectations. Whenever this sun comes out from behind the clouds, it is going to really be in your favor. Okay, let me get a drink. This is really going to work out in your favor. And you knew it was the whole time. You knew it all along, Aries. Rejuvenation. Get a good night's sleep. Rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. There are other people stressing about this, trying to make sure that it's going to turn out in the way that they want it to. And you know that you know exactly how it's going to turn out. And therefore, you can just withdraw and relax. Take you can go to the beach if you want to. Okay? But also, she's between these two pentacles, which is in High Priestess mode. You can sit back and watch, or you can not watch. But whatever this is, it has some sort of connection to your solar plexus, your confidence, the way in which you can show up in the world. There might have been an I told you so, but you don't have to speak it. You don't have to speak it, okay? Sometimes you just give people the look, and they're like, oh yeah, they told us so, okay? So you're fine. Understanding that what you know, okay? Anything else for my Aries? I think that might be it, okay? Trust what you know. Trust your divine guidance. Trust what Spirit has already clued you into. And you don't have to explain it to other people. If they don't want to see it, they don't want to see it. And the whole thing is going to be a lesson for them. The whole thing is going to be a lesson, all right? For everybody involved, yourself included, okay? But a good way, in a good way, all right? I feel really good about that. Taurus. Taurus, getting a timestamp down for my bowls. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what kind of archetypal energy wants to come out from my Taurus at this time. If you guys are just joining us now, make sure to tune back in. It's going to process and everything. I will add timestamps. And then make sure you catch the crystal recommendation that was at the beginning of the video. I'll make sure that that is timestamped as well. But it is tiger iron and labradorite. So if you guys want to see the message between that or behind that, go ahead and tune back in. Or I think you can just rewind if you want. Wow. Okay. All right. This is very interesting because this came up for Leos, was it? The keeper of the scales. Your job right now is to maintain your balance. Really important for you to maintain right now is the giving and the receiving of things. Okay? Generosity, receiving, withholding. All right? So look. Look, this is a magical fairy living on top of a magical mountain. You see how she's surrounded by all these beautiful crystals and she's blowing up this pixie dust. So the story that they're telling me is that's what she does. She blows out pixie dust into the world. And then when it comes back to her, it comes back to her as these crystals. And that's why she lives in this beautiful crystal palace, right? For some of you, you're blowing out pixie dust onto things that are handing you back coals. Okay? Be very careful about what you're giving your energy into. And I think that this is something that you're conscious and aware of at this point in time. Okay? And in fact, there might be situations you really want to run in there and shower somebody with pixie dust, but if they have nothing but coals to give back to you right now, don't do it. Okay? Because it's not just. We can't go saving everybody because then we're robbing them of the opportunity to get themselves out of that situation. Okay? It's almost like if you're helping your kid with the homework and you're constantly telling them the answers, when are they ever going to learn math? Okay? Let's see what else wants to come out from my Tauruses. But Taurus, this is a beautiful energy. Both of these people are wearing white dresses. Okay? It has to do with purity and you keeping your energy field clean. Okay? There you are, Taurus. I can feel this one. Because you understand the laws. You understand the laws. You understand that you don't exchange coal for pixie dust. No. You got pixie dust, you're going to trade it for beautiful crystals. You know what is fair and what is right. But also for some of you guys, this is a lesson that you are learning, a lesson that you are mastering. You can bless people from far away. He's doing the whole benediction thing. Like that, yeah. Because it's not, you don't have an unlimited supply of that. Okay, you do because you're magic, but you're gonna like deflate the price of pixie dust in the world, right? You keep pouring out your beautiful magic and healing onto people who aren't doing anything to achieve it, to attain it, to acquire it. People are gonna think, oh, Taurus gives away free pixie dust. No, you're learning that sometimes you have to withhold. Sometimes you have to withhold all the love and compassion and emotion and healing that you have to offer to other people. Sometimes you just have to hold it in and allow them to find it themselves. Okay? Give them time. It's like, I know your kid's struggling with that math problem, but give them a couple minutes to work it out before you swoop in and give them the answer. Okay? That's the lesson. That's the lesson. Because you are a teacher. Okay? Let it go. Let it go. Surrender. Surrender to the process. Surrender your role within the process. And that is the ultimate act of creation. Okay? There's a common theme running through this reading for all signs. Is that whatever you want to manifest, the best way for you to do that, to call it in, is to let the universe weave it, to let other people work their stuff out, to let other people speak what they need to speak. Okay? But these two cards together, whoo, you're learning lessons about how to manifest things in the world, Taurus. You're figuring it out. You're seeing it from a higher perspective. It doesn't always require action. Sometimes it just requires wisdom and release. Okay? But you're ending with the Magician, which is the creation of something new. So what you're doing, even if it feels like it's very passive, it's very, very powerful. All right? So, yeah, that's my message for Tauruses. I almost forgot my self-care card. Let's get the self-care card out. And then we'll be done with this reading, this live session for today. 1 hour and 52 minutes, you guys. That's a long live to do, but I'm really glad that you guys are all here with me today. I'm really grateful for those of you who are tuning in. Please do not forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Thanks to those of you who have tuned into the live chat. And yeah, we got 4 people in the room and only 3 likes, so I'm not calling anybody out. But if you wanted to like it before you go, that could really help me out. Okay, connection, your understanding. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for being here. Connect with somebody special. This is talking about a connection that you already have with somebody special. Okay, right? Like if you're helping somebody with their math homework. That your passivity. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. I just got 2 more likes. I love you guys. Okay, understand that. Look at this. Whatever this connection is, when we talk about giving and receiving, okay, or withholding between you and another person, this connection is held in the hands of the divine. It's already being guided, you guys. It's already being guided. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who needs to learn their own lesson. Okay? And that's part of your lesson. Is you can't give everybody the answers to the math problems. You can't give everybody your pixie dust. Sometimes you got to let people figure out the recipe for pixie dust on their own. Okay? I love that. I love that. I love you all who are here today. Thank you so much. Thanks for being a part of this. And if you like it, leave a comment, let me know, and I will do another weekly Tarotscope next week for all of my beautiful zodiac signs. All right, you guys, take care, and I will see you back on my channel again soon.